Let me ask you something. When life hit you hard, did you rise or did you stay down? Because strength isn't built in comfort. It's built in those silent moments when no one's watching, when your heart is breaking, when your hands are shaking, and you choose to stand anyway. True strength isn't built in the moments when life is easy. It's forged in the moments that test you. The days when you want to give up, the nights when you can't see a way forward, the times when no one believes in you, not even yourself. Strength is not something you're born with. It's something you earn through pain, through discipline, and through persistence. When life pushes you down, when it strips away your comfort, your pride, and your certainty, it's not trying to destroy you. It's shaping you. Every hardship is a form of resistance, and resistance is what makes you stronger. Just like a muscle only grows when it's challenged, your spirit only grows when it's tested. We live in a world that tells us to avoid pain, to seek comfort, to stay safe. But real growth doesn't happen in the safety zone. It happens when you face the storm head on and refuse to back down. Every challenge you faced was not a punishment. It was preparation. The heartbreak, the failure, the rejection, all of it was training for the person you are becoming. The truth is, strength doesn't look glamorous. It's not loud or flashy. It's quiet. It's in those unseen moments when you pick yourself up for the 100th time, when you wipe your tears and keep going, when you choose faith over fear, even though you're trembling inside. That's strength. When you're in pain, it's easy to believe you're weak. You start questioning your purpose, your worth, your direction. But what if the very thing you think is breaking you is actually building you? The strongest people you'll ever meet are not those who've had an easy life. They're the ones who faced adversity and didn't quit. They turned their wounds into wisdom, their pain into power, and their fear into fuel. Every trial you've endured has given you something: perspective, humility, resilience. Those qualities can't be taught in a book or bought with money. They're earned through the fire of experience. You might not see it right now, but every challenge you've survived has made you tougher, wiser, and more capable than before. The next time life tests you, remember this: the struggle you're facing isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're evolving. You're being stretched beyond what's comfortable because something inside you knows you're meant for more. Strength is built in silence, in discipline, and in the refusal to surrender. So don't curse your challenges. Thank them. They're not obstacles. They're opportunities in disguise. Each time you overcome something, you prove to yourself that you can. And once you know that, nothing and no one can take that from you. Strength is not about never falling. It's about always rising. You are the sum of every battle you've fought and survived. You're not fragile, you're forged. You're not defined by what broke you, but by how you rebuilt yourself. That's what it means to be truly strong, to be stronger than yesterday, stronger than ever. Every single day presents a simple but powerful choice: evolve or repeat. You can stay where you are, doing what feels safe and familiar, or you can choose to step into the unknown and grow. Growth isn't comfortable. It's not supposed to be. The process of evolving demands that you leave behind the habits, beliefs, and fears that keep you small. It forces you to face the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. But if you keep choosing what's easy, you'll keep living the same day over and over again, calling it a life. Real transformation happens only when you're willing to walk away from comfort and step into challenge. The truth is, comfort feels good, but it keeps you stagnant. It convinces you that you're fine where you are, that there's no need to change, that you've already done enough. But the longer you stay in comfort, the smaller your world becomes. You stop challenging yourself, stop learning, stop evolving. You may still be breathing, but you're not truly alive. Growth, on the other hand, is uncomfortable. It's the late nights, the hard decisions, the risks that make your heart race. It's pushing yourself past what you think you can handle. It's hearing that voice in your head that says, you can't, and answering back, watch me. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has walked through discomfort. They've faced rejection, failure, and doubt. They've made mistakes, lost people, and fallen more times than they can count. What sets them apart isn't luck or talent. It's that they chose to evolve instead of repeat. They understood that every failure was feedback, every setback was training, and every challenge was an invitation to rise. When you embrace discomfort, you stop seeing it as punishment and start seeing it as purpose. You can't become stronger if you're unwilling to be challenged. You can't grow if you're afraid to change. Every time you choose to stay comfortable, you choose to stay the same. But every time you take a step forward, even a small one, you send a message to yourself, I'm not settling. I'm evolving. That shift in mindset is what separates those who drift through life from those who transform it. The ones who evolve understand that fear will always be there, but courage means moving forward anyway. Evy Poumpouras often says that growth demands grit, and grit means doing what's necessary even when you don't feel like it. Evolution is a daily decision, not a one-time event. You don't wake up strong, you build strength by showing up again and again when it's hard. You build it when you choose progress over perfection, purpose over comfort, and action over excuses. So ask yourself, am I evolving or am I just repeating? Are my actions leading me closer to who I want to be, or am I hiding behind what feels safe? The answer to those questions determines your future. Life doesn't reward those who stand still. It rewards those who dare to grow, who choose to rise, who embrace discomfort and keep going. Because every time you evolve, you prove to yourself that you can. And that's how you become stronger than yesterday, stronger than ever. Every scar you carry tells a story. A story of pain, of survival, of strength. Most people try to hide their scars, both the visible ones and the ones that can't be seen. They see them as marks of weakness, reminders of failure, or symbols of something broken. But scars are not signs of weakness. They are proof that you fought a battle and survived. They are the evidence that whatever tried to break you didn't win. Every wound you've endured has shaped you into the person you are today. And every scar is a badge of resilience, not shame. Think about what a scar really is. It's your body's way of healing, of protecting, of saying, I'm still here. It's nature's signature that the damage didn't destroy you. The same is true for emotional scars. When your heart breaks, when you lose, when you fail, you don't come out of it the same. You come out stronger, wiser, tougher. Those experiences might leave a mark, but that mark means you've healed. It means you've grown. It means you've endured. You can't have growth without pain, and you can't have strength without struggle. Your scars are your teachers. They remind you of what you've overcome. We often look at successful people and think their lives are perfect, untouched by pain. But if you look closely, the strongest people, the ones who radiate true confidence and wisdom, are the ones who've been through the most. They've been knocked down, rejected, betrayed, and tested. What makes them powerful is not that they avoided pain, but that they faced it and refused to let it define them. They didn't let their scars make them bitter. They let their scars make them better. That's the difference between being wounded and being wise. When you try to hide your scars, you deny the story of your strength. You erase the evidence of your own resilience. But when you embrace them, when you look at them and say, this is where I fought and this is where I won, you reclaim your power. Your scars remind you that you've been through hell and you came back stronger. They remind you that you can survive again if you have to. And once you truly understand that, you become unstoppable. There's a quiet power in someone who has been broken and rebuilt themselves. They don't fear the storm because they've been through it before. They know pain doesn't last forever, and they know how to rise. Their strength doesn't come from pretending to be invincible. It comes from being real. The most authentic kind of confidence comes from knowing you've faced your worst days and you're still standing. So stop hiding your scars. Wear them with pride. Let them tell your story, not of defeat, but of resilience. You've been tested and you've proven that you can endure. You've earned your strength. Every scar is a reminder that you've already overcome what others might not have survived. You're not broken, you're battle tested. You're not fragile, you're forged. And that's what makes you stronger than yesterday, stronger than ever. Being stronger than yesterday doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It means you have to keep going. Progress, not perfection, is what transforms your life. Too many people wait until everything is just right before they start. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect confidence. But the truth is, perfection doesn't exist. It's an illusion that keeps you stuck. If you wait for perfect conditions, you'll wait forever. Growth doesn't come from flawless execution. It comes from consistent effort, from doing your best, even when you feel uncertain or afraid. Every step you take forward, no matter how small, is still progress. It might not look like much today, but those small steps add up. They build momentum, discipline, and confidence. You don't climb a mountain in one leap. You do it one step at a time, sometimes crawling, sometimes slipping, but always moving forward. The key is to keep showing up. Strength isn't built on perfection, it's built on persistence. It's built on the days you didn't feel like trying, but did anyway. Those are the days that define you. Evy Poumpouras often talks about the importance of discipline and grit. Grit is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. It's understanding that consistency beats talent when talent doesn't show up. Perfection chases approval, progress chases purpose. You're not here to impress anyone. You're here to evolve. Every mistake, every setback, every imperfect attempt is part of the process. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone toward it. The people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who get everything right. They're the ones who never stop learning. When you aim for perfection, you put unnecessary pressure on yourself. You start comparing your journey to others, and that comparison steals your peace. Progress, on the other hand, keeps you grounded. It reminds you that you're growing at your own pace, in your own way. Even if you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you're still moving. That's what matters. Progress is about persistence, patience, and perspective. It's about understanding that success is built one decision at a time. There will be days when you fall short, when your best doesn't feel good enough, when you feel like you're starting over. That's okay. What defines you isn't how many times you fall. It's how many times you rise. Every time you stand back up, you reinforce your strength. You prove to yourself that you're resilient, capable, and stronger than yesterday. Progress is built on imperfection, on trying, failing, learning, and trying again. So stop chasing perfection. It's not real. Instead, chase growth. Chase progress. Focus on being just a little better than you were yesterday, kinder, tougher, wiser, more disciplined. That's how real transformation happens. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that all those small, imperfect steps carried you further than you ever imagined. You didn't need to be perfect. You just needed to keep going. And that persistence, that fire, that relentless pursuit of better, that's what makes you stronger than yesterday, stronger than ever. You've survived everything that was meant to break you. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every moment you thought you couldn't go on. You did. That's not luck, that's strength. You are living proof that resilience is real, that even in your lowest moments, something inside you refused to quit. You may not have realized it at the time, but every time you chose to keep moving forward, even when it hurt, you were building the kind of power that can't be faked, the power of endurance. Being unstoppable doesn't mean you never fall. It means you rise every single time you do. There's a reason life keeps testing you. because you're capable of handling more than you think. Each challenge is designed to reveal your strength, not your weakness. You've already faced things that once terrified you, and you came out stronger. You've handled situations that felt impossible, yet here you are, still standing. That's not coincidence. That's growth. You're stronger not just because you've survived pain, but because you've learned from it. You've learned that you can bend without breaking, that you can lose and still rebuild, that you can face fear and still move forward. That is what it means to be unstoppable. Being unstoppable doesn't mean life suddenly gets easy. It means that nothing, not fear, not failure, not doubt, has the power to control you anymore. You've faced darkness and realized that the light was inside you all along. You've been through moments that changed you, not by choice, but by necessity, and now you carry that wisdom with you. That's your armor. That's your strength. You no longer crumble when things go wrong because you've learned that you can handle the storm. You've learned that peace isn't found in avoiding chaos. It's found in mastering yourself through it. When you understand your own resilience, you stop being afraid of what's ahead. You stop doubting your ability to adapt, to endure, to rebuild. You start trusting yourself, and that trust makes you unstoppable. People who haven't been tested might seem strong, but real power comes from the ones who've been through hell and still choose to stand tall. You've already proven that you can survive your worst days. So what's left to fear? You've already done the hard part. Now it's time to rise, to push forward, to live with purpose and fire. The phrase, stronger than ever, isn't just about survival. It's about transformation. It's about refusing to let pain define you. It's about standing up not with bitterness, but with gratitude, because every challenge made you sharper, tougher, wiser. The things that once broke you now serve you. They've turned you into someone who knows their worth, who understands that power doesn't come from control, but from confidence. You don't need anyone's validation because you've already proven yourself to the only person that matters. You. So remember this, you're not the same person you were yesterday. You're stronger, wiser, more resilient. You've been tested and you've risen. And as long as you keep moving forward, no matter how slowly, no matter how tired, you remain unstoppable. You are and always will be stronger than yesterday, stronger than ever.